What is Mestizo Baroque architecture in colonial Latin America? Imagine walking through a city where the buildings tell stories of two worlds blending together. That's what Mestizo Baroque architecture is all about. It started in the 1500s and lasted until the 1700s. When Spanish colonizers arrived, they brought their European style of Baroque architecture. But the local indigenous people added their own touch, creating something new. This style shows how different cultures can come together in art and building design. Mestizo means mixed or blended. It refers to people of both European and indigenous roots. The architecture reflects this mix with decorations and shapes that combine both traditions. You can see this style mainly in churches and public buildings in places like southern Mexico, Guatemala, and the highlands of Peru and Bolivia. These areas had large indigenous populations, so their influence was strong. One key feature of Mestizo Baroque is its rich decoration. Unlike European Baroque, which often uses three-dimensional sculptures, Mestizo Baroque favors a flatter, more carved look. Artists would carve detailed patterns into stone or wood, creating dense, intricate designs that look like screens or lace. This technique echoes indigenous carving methods, which often used detailed patterns on stone and wood. Churches built in this style are vibrant and full of color. The walls and ceilings are decorated with bright plasterwork, and the floors might be made of red volcanic stone mixed with white limestone. Glazed tiles add more color, making the space lively and welcoming. Inside, you often find paintings and sculptures that include local symbols like animals, plants, or portraits of indigenous people. These images are mixed with Christian themes, showing how people kept their cultural identity alive. In early colonial cities, these churches were more than places to pray. They became symbols of resilience and adaptation. They showed how communities could keep their traditions while embracing new faith and ideas. These buildings helped people feel connected to both their indigenous roots and their new colonial society. Today, many Mestizo Baroque buildings still stand. They continue to inspire pride in Latin American culture. These structures reminded us how art and architecture can reflect a people's history, blending different traditions into something uniquely their own.